Daddy, all that shit on fuck no grade. Fuck her here, all them niggas.
And we still out the drink.
And we on our block, nigga. Ate a walk, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Check this out. I got 3 videos I want to show you of people who are flexing who probably shouldn't be flexing at that place at that time. This first video you guys see playing on in the background is some dumbass Negroes who got some chump change flexing who probably shouldn't be flexing because the ops is about to pull up on them right now. Let's watch this video and get right back into it.
From having a mask on.
Here's something I've been wanting to say for a long time. If you're flexing, right? If you're flexing money, if you're flexing whatever, right? If you're trying to prove people that you're rich or whatever, and you still live around the people that you're trying to prove that you're rich, you're hustling backwards. Like you're not flexing. You're not flexing. You look crazy. I'm going to repeat that because some of y'all might not have get it, right? If you're flexing, let's say you pop up on the gram, right? Or you're outside like these dumbass dudes right here and you flexing a whole bunch of cash on camera. But the people that are watching your shit are the same people that live with you, that live in your area, like they grew up with you, like they're pretty much in the same tax bracket as you. You're not flexing, like you're hustling backwards, okay? Now, a lot of these dudes over here flexing, and they flexing the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn this the hard way myself, actually. We kind of all go through this little phase where we are here flexing, but reality, it shows that you ain't used to having money. It shows that you're not used to having certain things, like you're not used to having luxuries or whatever in life. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, once you first get it, you kind of got to show it off because it's new to you. It's like if you get a brand new car, you're going to take some pictures of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to take some pictures of a 4 or 5 year old car because you're used to it by now. If anything, you're looking on to the next thing. Anyways, that's the same thing when it comes to flexing. You dig what I'm saying? It's like if you are here flexing the motherfuckers that are in your same tax bracket, these niggas is all with you. Not only that, you over here flexing on some like, let's ops. Come bring the ops over here. Here's my location, and they actually pop up. You're actually probably super broke. You know what I mean? You probably seriously struggling. You dig what I'm saying? Like people who really got it, they don't even really gotta say they got it. Oh, everybody around them knows they got it. It's hard. It's not that easy to kind of act like you're broke. I can't like. I mean, not that I know or whatever, but like it's not easy to act like you're broke. People who got money, it's like harder for them to play broke than it is for like think about this, right? If you live in a dope ass neighborhood, how are you gonna convince somebody that you're broke? If you drive a dope ass car, how are you gonna convince somebody that you're broke? But if you throwing up, you know, a few $1,000s, you dig what I'm saying? Then it's just like, okay, like the people who believe that you have money are people who probably don't have that much money to begin with to consider that to be a lot of money. You dig what I'm saying? Like it's stupid. It's backwards hustling. It's like rich people for the poor. You dig what I'm saying? It's like poor rich people is really, I really want to say it's poor rich people. You know what I mean? So it's just like at the end of the day, don't forget when you have money, it's harder to prove that you're broke than it is to act like you're rich. Okay. Now moving on from that, I got this second video over here of another chick who's out here flexing for the gram, flexing for the live, and she gets robbed too. You dig what I'm saying? A little less violent, but still dumb and ignorant at the same time. Check this video out and let's get right back into it.
Motherfucker just took my money. Motherfucker just took my money.
Her whole month is ruined. Her whole 2-3 months is over. Any purchase she makes from now on, she's gonna deduct whatever money was taken from her. You dig what I'm saying? In reality, she's broke. You see what I'm saying? Because that money that was taken from her, now she's broke. That's probably all of the money she has had, liquid cash, and she decided to show it off. Usually that's what dudes do. You know what I'm saying? Females too in this case. They take all the cash they have and they show it off. A lot of the times, it's not like they showing off the cash and they got a whole bunch more in the bank. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. A lot of the times, they got every single dollar they got and they're showing it off. So this chick right here is going to be messed up for at least the next 3 to 6 months because that's everything she had at that moment. Now, that video was taken during the coronavirus stimulus checks fiasco thing or whatever. So she was probably going to get, she probably got like her payments from her unemployment, but yet she's flexing on the gram acting like she got it. So everybody got these faces that they throwing on for people that honestly is stupid because then you're just making yourself a target, as we all know. But it's at the end of the day, it's just like, I don't really feel bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really feel bad for you at this point because it's kind of like you're rubbing it in people's faces. Everybody's hurting. Everybody's kind of struggling right now. Even people who claim to got it, they struggling too. Even like all these businesses going out, like all these big, you know, things is messed up when big corporations is starting to slow down and go out of business. Things is kind of looking shaky. So you out here showing off your money, flexing. It's just like, all right, then show it to the wolves because you know what's going to happen. And when you're flexing money, you're also kind of like, and there's certain ways you could do it tastefully. Like you can flex money and you can flex wealth and kind of make it into a motivational type of thing. Like, yo, this is what I got. I worked hard for this and look at what I got. As opposed to, yeah, check this out. You know what I'm saying? I got it. You ain't got it. Nana boo-boo. That's not what we doing because they going to shoot you. You know what I mean? Like if you got it, if you got it and they want it, they going to take it. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man, listen. Now, I wanted to show you guys those 2 videos because it all starts from somewhere, right? Like, we all get this from somewhere. Everybody is copying everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like we out here born learning how to flex. We ain't out here learning that, you know what I'm saying? We out here learning that, oh, I'm better than you. Like, these are concepts that were brought on to us through people that are around us. You know what I'm saying? And those concepts was brought on to them, to people that are around them. You know what I'm saying? This next video right here is super disturbing and kind of hurtful. It's these 2 little boys, and they're going to do the exact same thing that you just saw those 2 grown adults suffer the consequences for. Watch this video and let's get right back into it.
In the club and I drip on the beach. Made up stick on the shit. All the damn songs you gon' leak on the beat. Do these things make teeth on the floor. I saw my niggas grip on the wrist.
He sprayed his shit out.
Hope niggas don't try to run real quick. Yes, that curry in the tip. I can do this going with Chanel. Making my gel like a motherfucker crib.
They told the money. Yeah, he trying to get me sprayed back. He made it fall on the floor.
That I got on, pop food. Like a mirror jean with stripes on the side. Finish shirt on this, make my vibe. Oh, you bitch don't kill my vibe. Just like this.
Okay, now, what if those little boys would have got robbed? What if those little boys would have got ran up on the stage? Somebody would have run up on them and take the money. You know what I'm saying? Do you think the reaction of the people that was over there cheering them on and acting like that was the thing to do at the age like that for those kids, do you think that they would have that same reaction? People are very hypocritical. They don't live the way, they don't practice what they preach. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's clear. Anybody can see those 2 first videos and be like, them niggas is stupid. But then after that, like, you can see the last one, and it's just like you got a whole crowd of people cheering these 2 little kids flexing and throwing money, and the exact same thing that those 2 other videos had, and they all suffered the consequences for that. Shorty got robbed, and these other dudes got shot up. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, where do you think it starts? It starts like this. It starts with the adults. It starts with the elders encouraging the youth to do things like that. And then they grow and then they fall into the same thing. And it just gets worse and worse, because then these nuances, like, it's just like every generation, it's just they bring it to a step further. I'm still not haven't wrapped my head around this dissing the dead type shit. Like, I'm still not there yet. And that's a brand new thing. That's new for the country. Like, I don't care where they started with that shit. That's not a normal thing. So it's just like every generation, it just gets worse and worse and worse. But that's how it starts. That third video right there, is how it starts. Do you seriously think that somebody who was in that crowd would have been cheering and all of that if they would have saw those two first videos first? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, if they're on the receiving end of the glory, then they are the ones that feel like it's okay. They're on top of the world. But once the shoe's on the other foot, it's just like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they're setting their kids up for. This is the setup right here. It's all fun and games until somebody gets shot. You know what I mean? It's all fun and games until somebody gets robbed. You know what I mean? It's all fun and games until somebody gets taken advantage of. Listen, I know I said I was going to do 3 videos, but this 4th one is actually pretty interesting because it kind of ties everything together too. Because it's one thing when black people are doing that. You know what I'm saying? We kind of look like, yo, these people are supposed to do that. That's what they do or whatever. But you remember what happened when that little Asian girl from, I don't know, she was from Chicago or whatever, started flexing?
Message to all y'all broke ass haters. Y'all ain't doing it like Lil Tay. This is why all y'all fucking haters hate me, bitch. This shit cost me $200,000. I'm only 9 years old. I ain't got no license, but I still drive this sports car, bitch. Your favorite rapper ain't even doing it like Lil Tay.
That girl that you seen in the video became a celebrity off of flexing. She became rich and famous off of rubbing the fact that she has a lot of money in people's faces. Why is that? Why don't I see a little black girl rich and famous for rubbing money in people's people's faces? There are tons of them out there doing it. Why don't I see little black boys that get rich and famous solely for flashing money in people's faces? They're out there doing it all the time. They're faking the funk all the time. And that little girl was faking the funk too. That car was her mother worked at. That car wasn't even, it was a borrowed car. It wasn't even a car that, like, she knew the owner. The owner didn't even know that they was taking pictures of that car. And all that money wasn't her own money. That was like deposit money for her mom's job or whatever. But what I'm trying to say is that there are a bunch of little black boys and little black girls doing that all the time. Why isn't that they get famous like this little Asian girl? You see what I'm saying? Like, and I'm going to tell you why. The reason why is because we're not used to seeing Asian people act like that. They know better. You see what I'm saying? Like, they know better to be like, nah, we ain't gonna get on camera acting stupid. Like, and I'm not saying that they're used to money, but they're probably, when they get it, they're not out here flashing it and throwing it in people's faces like everybody else. So it's just like, when you see this little Asian girl do it, it's like, oh, this is like a unicorn right here. This little Asian girl is acting like what we want black people to act like, what we picture black people acting like, and the stereotypes that black people continuously produce and put out there for the masses. You see what I'm saying? So this little Asian girl can get rich and famous and everybody can love her for doing the shit that black people do, and everybody turns around and looks at him like, nigga, you stupid, and shoots at him and gets robbed and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Just for a few likes, and then that's it. This girl made a whole career off of that. Now, yeah, she got exposed later on. Look her up. But at the same time, it's very interesting, and it's very backwards. If you really think about it, it's something that's being pushed, but it's also something that's regurgitated. You know what I'm saying? It's art imitating life, and it's life imitating art, because everybody is following something. You know what I'm saying? And whoever got the biggest mouth, people are going to follow the most, and then more people are going to follow those people. So that's what I got to say about that, man. Think about it, man. This little Asian girl, rich as hell, you know what I mean? Getting all this money, going on tours with Chief Keef and doing all these shows, getting on stage, meeting a whole bunch of people, got a following, thousands, millions of people on Instagram, all of that. But Ray Ray and them is doing it in the hood every day, and they getting shot up, robbed, beat up, and taken advantage of. You got to ask yourself, why is that? You know what I'm saying? Why is that a unicorn? Why is that, you know what I'm saying? And the reason is because of what I said. Them niggas know better. And so when one of them comes and steps out of line, it's like, ooh, wow, we don't see this often. Those black people doing it all the time. You know what I'm saying? We got them into that control warp. You know what I'm saying? But listen, one thing I want to say, man, real rap, and I've been saying this since 2010, I've been saying this. Black people been waking up. Niggas is woken up. Like, I'm seeing it all around me. They're still trying to push the fuckery and the dumbness or whatever, but people are waking up. You know what I'm saying? People are waking up to what's culture and what's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? People are waking up to what's ours and what's theirs, and what's ours and what we want and what we don't want. You know what I'm saying? What was created by us and what was given to us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's definitely something that's happening, that's been happening for at least 10 years now. You know what I'm saying? For at least 10 years, this has been brewing. This hasn't just started. So, you know what I mean? I noticed it back then, and I love that it's still coming out, and I'm going to do my part in helping y'all realizing that too with these 4 videos right here, man. Anyways, please, man, I'm not going to run this video on any longer. Don't forget to breathe easy.